I'm a cyclist and I live in the Pennines, and welcome to my channel. And today we found a cafe where Bradley Wiggins goes for a coffee. What a fantastic ride we've had into Chipping near the Trough of Bowland. Here's the video and I hope you enjoy it. Come on, let's go and do a ride. And today we're heading out towards the Trough of Bowland, towards Longridge. The guys are over there and we're about to set off. Well, we've just had a really fast blast up Whitworth Road. I don't think it's broke any Strava records, but we were on good pace. Now we're on the climb to Deer Play between Bacup and Burnley, but we're doing Crown Point. Right, well, we're on the climb of Deer Play and I think we've got a problem down there. Let's go and have a look.
You filming?
So having fixed the puncture, which turned out to be a pinch flat, it was time to get back on the road on the climb to Deer Play. And here we are, just coming through now towards the summit. Up here you do climb quite a lot. You're at around 1300 feet above sea level. Now whenever I'm filming I am always at the back because I've left one camera behind. So here I am coming through, catching up with the rest of the guys. And on this next clip we're now actually on the Crown Point Road. I love this road. It's a beautiful isolated section of road. It's unclassified and it's between the A671 and the A682, and here we are now again, and there's like two dips on this road. They are really fast, and again here we were hitting over 40 miles per hour quite comfortably. But I must always stress, whenever you're riding at these speeds, always take care. I always like to leave a nice gap in front of me, and I know on this section here we are all strung out for that reason. I think at this point here we were cruising at around 44 to 45 miles per hour. And the next main descent here, we're on the A646, and again this is a very fast little descent. It's a dual carriageway, so it's busy and you very quickly catch up with the cars. Here comes Lee, and the car in front is having to put the brakes on, so we all have to put our anchors on too. And again, look how easy it is for us to keep up with the flow of traffic.
We're 22 miles into the ride and we're now in Padiham. Again, this is a town that leads you to many places on some classic cycling routes.
Here we are just getting behind a tractor and a trailer. I do not recommend this at all, but when these chances come along you can really get a massive drafting effect and you can cruise behind them at 30 miles per hour. But please do not do this at home.
Right to here. We're now heading towards Dinkley Woods, and that's the route towards Ribchester. These are cracking back lanes. I recommend you get cycling and get on these lanes. Here Mike!
Yeah?
We might meet John Pickering today.
John Pickering?
Are you watching, John? Met him at Ribchester, didn't we?
Is that him from Hull, the bare knuckle? Oh no, that's Ronnie Pickering.
Yeah. Only joking.
Only joking.
And for those of you who are wondering who John Pickering is, he's a fellow rider and a viewer who we bumped into on a ride to a cafe in Ribchester.
Yeah, I just love these back lanes. They're just fantastic roads to cycle on, nice and quiet. The guys are behind me doing a bit of bike talk about whether you ride your winter bike or your best bike all year round. Anyway, we've got a little descent coming up here. Needs to be careful with a couple of sharp left and rights, and it might be damp because it's in the woodland.
Now in summertime this is a great little fast descent, but on a day like today you've got damp roads, the leaves are starting to fall off the trees, you just can't take the risks. So here we are with Lee and Owen just taking the lead, and we are in no rush. We're nicely cruising along, probably at 15 or 20 miles per hour, but always just feathering the brakes, keeping an eye on the road.
This is the small village now of Ribchester, and we're 33 miles into the ride. Longridge next, and then the back roads into Chipping. This is the town of Longridge now, and if you do watch these videos, we've cycled to a cafe in Longridge, just over there on the left, or your right.
So there's the signs for Chipping and Whitewell, and no sooner have you left Longridge and you're taking a right at the Alston. That's the pub there on the left. This now takes you all the way into Chipping, and all of a sudden the scenery just changes. This is rural Lancashire, it's stunning and it's beautiful.
It's a nice little place. Where's this, Naz?
Chipping.
Oh, Chipping.
This is the little village
Chipping.
of Chipping, Mike.
Chipping. Chipping.
What a nice little ride that was to get here, and the cafe should be just on the left. And there is the Cobbled Corner Cafe.
So I have to pedal all the way back up, went to the other one, got that stamp, got through to...
That was Devil's Bridge, wasn't it?
Yeah, got through to... The next news I had a text off Mark, where are you? So I stopped in and rang you both up, and he says...
Looks like Bradley Wiggins has been here.
So here we are at the Cobbled Corner Cafe in Chipping, and all the lads agreed this was probably the best cafe we'd been to for a long time. The food was great, the service was excellent, the setting was second to none. If Bradley Wiggins can come here for a cup of tea, it can't be that bad. And for us, it's 41 miles away, so it's a perfect distance to have a great little ride into the Trough of Bowland.
It's a must one.
So this is the Cobbled Corner, and it is a top cafe.
And I agree with that. Super top cafe. It's a must to visit in a little village called Chipping.
Chipping.
Very,
Lancashire.
very nice. One to visit. Top cyclist cafe. Very welcoming. Food, lovely.
You finished?
Finished.
Yeah, you're right.
He needs it.
Okay, we're 52 miles into the ride. This completes a loop where we're back in Worley. Which left, which was a cracking, and that was a cracking loop around parts of the Trough of Bowland. Hey Owen, it's God's country this.
God's country.
Can we say that?
God's country.
He said it again.
God's country.
He's on the repeat now. We're in that fantastic Cliviger Gorge, one of my favourite spots in the northwest. But
Tell them that what's happened to Mike.
where's Mike? Back here, got cramp. Here's Mike. Absolute agony with cramp. There's no worse than cramp, and it's not funny. We've got to stop laughing. I'm not laughing, honestly. Well, we're entitled to a bit of cramp. We're 63 miles into the ride, nearly 5,000 foot of climbing, so it's been a tough little ride.
And if you watch these videos, a lot of the time we do end up somewhere near the Cliviger Gorge, and especially the descent into Todmorden. This road is really good right now. We've got super tarmac, it's like velvet. The only thing to watch out for is surface runoff water. So in the peloton here we'd be calling out saying look out for the water, because you've got to watch for sliding off basically, and we can carry some really good speed along here. On a good warm summer's day, very easily 35 to 40 miles per hour. A day like today, you'd be hovering around 25 to 35 miles per hour. And if you look in general, we're all sticking to the middle of the road where there's some dry tarmac. Most cyclists and motorbikers, they will find that patch of tarmac where it offers them the best contact with the surface. And as you can see, the road does have quite a few turns here. Predominantly, we're on the left-hand camber all the time, leaning in. But it's a really nice section of road, having had some good mileage into your legs now, to take advantage of a good descent really, and just enjoy it. Here I am coming through, just keeping the pace a touch higher, and the guys, they'll be on my back wheel, and shortly they will all be coming through doing a turn at the front. I like to cut in on that bend there, hit the apex and exit wide slowly. And that's it, we're now approaching Todmorden Park. There comes Owen, and we'll just cruise on into Todmorden now. Now that was a cracking ride. It's one that I'd recommend you all try. Get out there towards Chipping and get into the Trough of Bowland. But remember, these videos I'm now making, they're aimed at you. They're aimed at the everyday cyclist. Thank you for watching. And if you like these videos, let me know and I'll continue making them for you.
Hey, I sent a message to Fred on Instagram.
Chris Froome.
And he responded back.
Did he?
I put on good to see you back, champ, and he said you too as well, champ.
Wow. You too, Basil.
Yeah, send me the link.
Chris Froome.
Gravel rack.